So they talk about Josh also and correcting him, and even though he didn't necessarily have a poor strength or anything like that due to some disturbing problem he suffered, they talk about how they went about fixing him as well. Go into his program, and then they talk about upper and lower cross syndromes, which are important things for fitness, tight hips, tight shoulders, things like that. Getting a little flash on my camera that I believe is saying I'm running out of time. So I'm going to try to get to, I believe this book is like 400, 500 pages, so I'm going to try to get to like 250 real quick. Skip through some shit, And I can right now because this is great. These next 30 or so pages are just examples and very deep descriptions on how to do different movements, the different primal movements, the pushing, the pulling, the gating, the twisting. Damn. Whatever. There's 7 primal movements. Read the book, you'll see them. And they go into how to do all of them and they give great examples of them. Good detail work on sling systems and really deep postural ideas. Postural, not like postural. Postural ideas. Types of strength, the different types of maxes. They have a difference between working out and training. They believe in training, not working out. It's a different thing to them, you know what I mean, at strength camp. Competing. This section hit me home and it caused me to do some really rash shit that I normally would not do. One of the best things they said is that, Chris, he talked about it, he said, competing. The bottom line, if you want to make progress, you need to set goals. And if you set goals, you need to set goals that your grandkids would be proud about. That's what you need to do. And you got to keep consistent, break them down into smaller things. And the idea that there's no such thing as a little thing. And he talks about UCLA coach who coached Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which most people know who he is, very famous basketball player, but also a celebrity in his own right. And the first day of practice, he taught the team how to put on their shoes. That's it. The idea that putting on your shoes properly so that they won't hurt you, so that they'll stay on properly, it seemed like such a small aspect when you think about basketball. But there is no such thing as a small thing, because if you do something 10,000 times, even if it's the littlest thing, it becomes a big thing and it becomes a big part of who you are. Different types of strength, endurance versus true strength, relative strength. They have an idea that basically they don't give a shit if you can bench press 400 pounds. If you can't do 25 push-ups, you're fucking useless. And I kind of agree with that idea. If you can't handle your own damn body weight, you have no business working out in a gym. If you can't give me 10, 15 solid body weight squats, you should not be squatting with weight on your back. You can't do push-ups. Why are you benching? If you can't do particular different styles of rows, or if you can't do a pull-up, I don't really feel you need to be doing certain pulling motions. Off the top of my head, I'm drawing a blank because this camera's starting to freak me out a little bit. One of the things they talk about is something I've also experienced through a very limited competition, professional or amateur competition in actual contests, is that they talk about competition max versus real max. So in the gym you may squat 500 pounds and that's your max, right? But they apparently did a study somewhere and they found that your strength output can increase by up to 10% in a trained athlete. So basically, if somebody puts you on the spot and you've never trained, you can have up to 35% strength increase. And up to 10% on, athletes. One of the biggest things he talked about that really hit me was that basically you need to get uncomfortable. Training is uncomfortable. It's not meant to feel good. It's not meant to be a happy time. It's supposed to break you down so that way you can become stronger later. And one of the best things I think he talked about was competition, and that if you